Can everyone hear me okay? Yeah? Okay, good. Key to happiness is gratitude. It's appreciation. We know that. So then can we wake up grateful and say, you know what? Instead of saying, oh, it's cloudy, it's rainy, this and that, I have this to do, I have this to do. Can we just be like, oh, I'm alive. Let's start there. Let's start there, right? This is what I have. The blue sky promotes what I call quiet confidence, that you know that no matter what storm is happening in your world, what is above the clouds, the blue sky is always there. So storms are going to come and go. It's going to rain. It's going to thunder. It's going to be like a hurricane sometimes in your life, and you are going to lose your sense of ground. But if you close your eyes and sit and think of the blue sky and know that above those clouds, it is always there, it can help you stay calm. Ask yourself if you're operating from the past rather than the future. So this is a big one. We all kind of strap on our bags of the past, and we have, my parents expected this of me. My partner thinks this of me. My children, this is my role, right? And so you're stuck in the story that you've created for yourself and that others place on you. And guess what? You write your story. You're the author. And at any point you can turn the chapter. You get to write the whole thing. You get to say, chapter over, turning the chapter. I'm not saying it's easy. I've turned many chapters. It can be brutally painful, but you are in charge. There's always a lesson, right? In the deepest painful moments, they are painful and you need to grieve them. But at the end of that, or even through that, you can pull lessons. What are the gifts it's trying to teach you to maybe change course in your flight, or to hold something close to you and gain perspective in your flight, right? I have a quote that I had on my wall for a really long time that says, your wounds are probably not your fault, but their healing is your responsibility. I think the high expectations, look, I have very high expectations for myself too. I've worked on this. I think the hardest person that I am on is myself. I think a lot of us feel that way. But ask yourself also too, if the expectations are being blended over into societal expectations, or just even archetypal expectations of what a mother should do or be, or what a person, I've the past year or two, I've just been like this shedding of those things in myself. Like I don't care anymore, and at a certain point you stop caring what people think you should be doing, whether you're as a woman, as a mother, as a person who's working. It's like, come on. The very thing holding us back is ourselves. You got to get out of your own way, right? Tap into the inner sage and get out of the inner critic, because that inner critic is weighing you down from the flight you're about to take. And banishing all the self-doubt and the worry and the fear, because fear can be the greatest teacher you have. Fear is where we learn. Fear is the intimidation is the very thing that's like, we're onto something, right? So I am enough becomes your new mantra. I am enough. I want you to start to say that to yourself. I am enough. The inner critic has to go. Let in the inner sage and start to lift up from the weight and fly. And so with that, I want to remind you that you have one wild and precious life, and I can't wait to hear how much more wild it gets. And please keep in touch with me and keep in touch with each other, and we can send WhatsApps after this, and I'll send you an email with new quizzes and new post soul inversion stuff you can do. And I can't wait to see you on monthly calls. Thank you guys so much. Does this sound okay? Do I look like I'm in a podcast room?